Good morning, guys. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am, and you're not. How you doing? What's going on, guys? I want to show you what I made for brekkie. Yeah, I don't know. The rice was good, eggs were good, and the smash burger was good with the cheese. Yeah. How you doing, guys? By popular demand, I'm back. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am, and you're not. And it's Sunday, guys. Back by popular demand for clap back clap. Clap back! Gypsy Rose, part 3 of her live while we tear her words apart.
Thank you so much. I didn't see the name who sent that. And so, anyway, so that was that whole thing about unblurring or blurring, not blurring her face in the show. So, it's another.
Do you remember when Gypsy showed her face in the show twice? Do you remember? Or on a stream or something, she showed her face. Remember? Mm-hmm.
So now moving on to, like I was saying about potential season 3, I was like, well, how do you have a story about my life and not have my daughter in it? Like I said, I don't want to have my daughter grow up in the entertainment industry.
Well, let me tell you something. I have watched a lot of stories about people's lives, and usually they'll casually mention, yeah, she's a mom of so many kids. They might mention the kids' names and ages, and usually that's it. They get into your life. Your daughter's life was how old? How much of your daughter? Really, I'm just asking, how much of your daughter did you think that there was to share of her? Even now, she's not a year old, so how much of her life, really, is there to share about her? What has she achieved? Moving her head, sitting up, if she's real. What? Belly time? Tummy time? What, Gypsy? This is all a bunch of bullshit for you to have this self-important self-interview with yourself, with your imagination of what people would ask you and how you would answer it. This is only about your self-importance. It's funny, and that's why I am reporting on it, because it's funny.
I don't want her to be a cash cow. I don't want her that to be focused.
Are you going to teach her later to be a findom? A pay pig? Are you going to teach her later for that? Are you going to tell her that that's what you did? Because internet's forever, and we know that's what you did. And we wouldn't have known anything had you have just gone away. And still, you're not going to go away. You are going to sit here and make this interview that you're having with yourself. I can't say that more. How ridiculous is that? She's having an interview with herself. That is what's going on here.
And it's like, sorry, it's so loud. They're thundering pretty bad. I'm like, if you want to talk about me, if you want to make a documentary about me, that's fine. It's like I've been...
How many documentaries can we make about you, Gypsy? How has your life changed? It's the same patterns over and over and over again. Is that why you're cutting your hair? To get the attention of media and stuff? It's celebrities. Remember I told you? Not mommy, MURDERERs. Not you.
Plastered around anywhere and like a show pony for the last, 10 years anyway. What does it matter? But I'm like, you're not going to do that to my kid, though. So I'm like, ultimately, the choice was...
I want to make something 1,000% clear here. Nobody that I know of has leaked any photos of Gypsy's baby, even when they had the photos to leak them. Nobody has. So Gypsy's real concern at this point, she knows this. She knows this. She is sitting there acting like the world is against her daughter. That's not the truth. That's deflection. The world doesn't like you, Gypsy. The world wants your daughter to have a fucking chance. That's the truth, you silly putty girl. You silly...
Continue on with the show. Make some money.
They don't want to continue with you.
They do pay good. Or forfeit the money and choose as private as people will let me, life.
Go away. We will let you go away. We're letting you go away. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye. See ya. Bye-bye.
And that means money struggles. That absolutely, I am not rich. I have $3 million. No, absolutely not. I'm not broke, but I'm also not rich. I have a nest egg. And without doing another season, there is no income. Like I said, I had this account set for deletion. So that means no creator fund. That means I'm not making money off of TikTok. So, and
when she's being gifted galaxies and shit like that, isn't she being given money? Isn't Seriously, isn't she's given money at that point with those gifts? That's money, right? Liar, liar, pants on fire. Gypsy Rose.
The people that are like, get a job, get a job. Okay, I have a almost 8-month-old daughter.
Now that's where a lot of people are getting pissed off. There are people at home with a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. There are people at home with a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, 8-month-old. There are people in this world that, believe it or not, they fucking struggle. They have children and they have to go to work. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't have somebody like Ken, who's supposed to be a bartender. We haven't seen him. He's supposed to be, and later you credit him for bringing home the bacon or the beer. We don't know yet. Bacon beer? I heard there's such a thing. I believe there is. That aside, that's what you can do, Gypsy. Make bacon beer and sell it. Gypsy Rose's bacon beer. Seriously, Gypsy. That's an insult. That's an insult. And you know what? That's a fucking insult to your mother now that I think about it. It's hard. It's hard with Ken. Imagine when your mom was doing it all alone with just you. A troubled child. You know. You're ridiculous.
Ken works. My parents live an hour and 15 minutes away. I don't necessarily have people, I'm not going to leave her with a babysitter. So, and I'm not going to put her in daycare and stuff like that. Like,
I'm not even laughing now. You're a dumb son of a bitch, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who wants to be treated like the average bear who has lived life. These are struggles. These are everyday, every people's struggles. You don't have every people's struggles. You have struggles and then you have support and a nest egg. You know how many people live paycheck to paycheck? Shame on you. And shame on the people that are letting her do this. You don't know how stupid you actually look and sound. And not just because of your voice this time. Gypsy, out here acting like it's tough. You've only been doing it supposedly on your own now for what, a month even? You've been off parole for what, a month? You had a bunch of support before. Are you Wow. What? Wow.
I don't trust people that much. I have trust issues. People need to know I have trust issues. Thank you for the galaxy.
We've read your emails. You have a lot of issues. And you know what? Anybody involved in you, with you, in any way, shape, or form, you will cause them to have trust issues. Trust me.
I'm a protective mom. I hear stories all the time about kids getting, abused or hit or stuff like that in daycare. No.
Bree's mom runs a daycare. I'm sure they'll take care of Aurora real good there. I'm not trying to be funny, but you trust Bree, don't you?
No. So I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I take care of my daughter, so I needed to find another source of income of something that I could do where I stay home and do. For a long time, that was social media. Thank you so much, Angel Marie. Love you, girl. For a long, long time, that was social media for me.
She's literally getting paid as she's telling us she's not paid on the TikTok creatorship program, right? Where's the money going for these galaxies and shit? She's making money. Why are people so stupid when it comes to Gypsy Rose the Blanchard? And why does she make all these other characters within me show up? I sound like Count Chocula.
The reality of it is I used to make probably about $3,000 a month on TikTok from the Creator Fund. The Creator Fund's great. But if you're not wanting to showcase your life, then you're kind of limited, especially, coming from...
That's the wrong answer. Beep. That's the wrong answer. I don't speak much about my life on here. I don't know anybody who really does speak about their life on here. I mean, there are channels that do that. But, try to find a talent in something else, Gypsy. Don't make it be... She is such a victim. You're such a victim. Yet your mom is unalived. And Nick is sitting there doing life. But you're the victim with your nest egg.
Someone who was on reality TV. Thank you. People have said, do cameo, do this, do that. I don't want to. So what I found is I like artwork. I like painting. This is something that I can do at home. And no, it's not Picasso. No, it's not great. But I'm still learning. And
nobody's stopping you from doing that shit, Gypsy. Don't use us as your reason for why you can't continue on. You're doing it just fine. Just because we're not fans of it, just because we think you're charging a lot more money than needs to be charged, just because we think it's a ripoff, yeah, for people that want notoriety or want to have like a conversation piece or something to laugh at, sorry. Yeah, this was a piece of artwork made by Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Please don't confuse her with the Mona Lisa. And by the way, Mona Lisa wasn't the fucking artist.
That's the fun thing about it is I'm learning so much more about art. It's art has been a passion of mine for a very long time. I actually have a painting that I did.
I'm sorry, but isn't this sharing her life, the painting that she did? Because now what's she going to auction this bitch off? Is that what she's hopeful for? People slide in the DMs and say, I'll give you $1,000, give you $1,500, $16, $17, $18. Is that what that's about?
A long time ago. Okay, it's not good. It's just my handprints. But this is before the crime, so it's my handprints. And we were able to get this from the Habitat House and some of my other paintings. So painting is something.
Did you see that, guys? It was just the same hands that concocted the idea to unalive her mom, possibly the same hands that actually unalived her mom. We don't know, do we? We think we know. I really think that she's showing this stuff. This is Gypsy before and Gypsy after with the artwork, because she's really trying to auction off those pieces. That's what I think is going to happen here. She's going to try. It's so ridiculous.
Not new. This is something I've been doing for a long time, in different ways and stuff like that. Selling it, like I said, I need an income. I do have a child to provide for. Ken provides what he can, and he does an amazing job providing for the family. But as a mom, like in this economy, both parents need to be bringing in an income.
Even when you were faking being a sick kid, telling your mom you couldn't walk or didn't have any feelings in your legs, during that time, it was really hard for even two working parents to make it. But you know, you bash your mom, you're sitting here talking about how hard it is to make it. You give absolutely no credit for your mom doing it for years with a sick daughter. A sick daughter, Gypsy, because you have a microdeletion that wasn't diagnosed until well into your teenage years, like 18, 19 years old, Gypsy. But your mom did it. Your mom did it.
To stay above water. That's just the reality of life. So anybody that knocks my art, I'm sorry, it's not perfect. It is abstract. I never claimed to be, making the Mona Lisa.
Don't flip the fucking victim card for us. Don't do that. It's lazy. Your artwork is lazy. That's what people called you out on. And very much overpriced.
That's one thing about me. I'm kind of funny, so I'll play jokes.
That's debatable. I'm glad you think you're pretty fucking funny. We're laughing at you. Not because of you. Not because you have inspired a laughter. Do you not get it? You don't get that you're the spectacle that we're laughing at? Can't figure that one out?
And I charge a lot. Yeah, I do. California is like, I buy mine at Target and it's $59.99, $57.99 before tax. So it's like, yeah, I do what I can to bring in any kind of income.
So did your mom. Yeah, she grifted too. She did. Sorry guys, coconut milk. She grifted too, Gypsy Rose. She grifted too. I think that her grift was probably better than yours though.
Because I'm at a disadvantage. If I, as someone who was in reality TV, as someone as well known as I am.
This is where she tries to flip it all. She's saying because she was on reality TV and because she's as popular as she is, hold the phones, stop the fort, calm the oceans. It's because you're a mommy murderer, dumbass. Did I say that loud enough? Let me spell that for you. It's because you're an MOMMY, MURDERER, DUMBASS. Got it?
You think I can go and work at Abercrombie and Fitch, whatever?
Well, there might be a few things wrong with that. One, you'd have to know how to pronounce it. Abercrombie and Fitch. Okay. And then I'm not too sure that they are in malls or anything anymore. I think that they might just be cataloged, but I could be wrong. But you definitely couldn't work there. One, they wouldn't have you work there. Two, again, you'd have to pronounce their name a few times correctly. However, you can inspire some of their t-shirts. You know how they used to have those funny t-shirts? Mommy MURDER, cashier. Don't get her next to the scissors. Please don't bring up any scissors to the front desk where she's working. Please don't ask her to cut off any tags for you.
Or the mall and not get recognized.
You could wear a wig. You could wear a wig. You could go incognito. Didn't that work for you before? I think that worked for you before at Jazz Fest, right? You can put on one of your wigs, Gypsy Rose, and go in there. But that's not what you want to do because you said you don't want to leave the baby, right? You don't want to leave the baby. If you work during the day, Ken works at night. That's what the average bears do, but not you. Guys, this was part 3 of the Clapback Back Gypsy Rose Blanchard's Live. We're going to do part 4, and then we're going to try to finish this up because, oh my God. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. Be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 24th. We got Becca Scoops, 1980 Millennial Night Combos. And we're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.